Hey y'all, what's going on, people? So I wanted to do a healing edition this year. I told you guys I wanted to come and talk to you about this thing called They Always Come Back. They come back, y'all. Yeah, this is the healing edition with Lady V. We are talking about when they don't want you, when you want them, and then years later down the line they in your inbox, they come back. We are there. Let us talk about it. Okay, shall we? Hello riders, hello, how are you, and welcome to my channel. This is Lady Vasori, and let's get ready for the ride. Y'all don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. All right, so let me introduce myself. My name is Lady Vasori. I am the owner and operator of a spiritual online Botanica called Visions by Vasori. I work hoodoo. I am an eclectic root worker. I heal. I coach. I do a lot of things in the spiritual community. Sooner or later, you will have somewhere to come and visit me at my brick and mortar. I speak that into an existence. Guys, keep booking with me, keep flowing with me. It is just expanding my business and my track record within the occult. If you are new here, welcome, baby. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and support. I really appreciate it. And today we're going to dive into healing, and they always come back. Y'all, so if you have been watching me for a minute, I am on my second marriage, which is the last marriage, because he ain't going nowhere, I promise you. And if he do, then I ain't at that no more, y'all. But I always use my pain to heal. My pain from my old shit to heal y'all, because I'm okay with it. But anyway, so the stories that I could tell, I have mad stories to tell, but we're gonna speed it up. The divorce, we are here now. I'm married again, happily married again, to a man that I conjured. When I say I conjured him, I did a ritual when I was ready to pull back in love. I did a ritual for myself. It's time, I want to meet somebody, and that's what I did. But we're not talking about that right now. If you want to hear that story, y'all got to comment and let me know how I conjured my husband. Now this here is basically on my ex-husband. We're gonna call him JT. Okay. If you are where I was in, let me move my, in relationship, I was the Libra who wanted to save her marriage no matter what. I was the Libra, or the woman who took a lot of shit just to make it work. It wasn't because I needed anything from him. It wasn't because, like, it wasn't financial because he paid that. It was because I just wanted to be loved. I wanted to be loved so hard that I ended up loving food. And I was way bigger than I am now. Way bigger. I am a big woman. I'm thick. I'm from the country, but this here has come a long way to the size that I am now. That relationship caused me to be unhealthy. It caused me to be unhealthy with my body and my mindset. It did. I finally, like, I was married to him. I got married to him in 2006. And I knew not to marry him. I thought that marrying this man would make him better towards me. I thought that because I had his last name, he was going to change for me. All us women, we think that. And sometimes that might be the truth, but most of the time it does not work like that, y'all. So anywho, let's speed this thing up. after being with him so many years, I finally divorced him. I divorced him. Even we were broken up. I was already in another relationship and still married to this man. It never came up to divorce him. It just never came up. So I stayed married to him. We broke up. We got married in '06. We probably completely finished with each other in, I don't know, y'all, because I was with him for like 8-9 years before we got married. It was a long time. Anyway, whenever I broke up with him, which I don't remember, but I remember I had had enough, and I got tired of the women. I got tired of the lies. I got tired of the fucking games. When I say he kept doing the same thing over and over to me again, after again, after again, after again, after again, after, and I was like, bitch, how many damn, and it was usually with, at the beginning, it was with different women. But towards the end, it was with one or two particular women that I kept having to deal with. And I said, you know what? You can have him at this point. At this point, I give him to you. I had had enough, y'all. So I moved on, stayed single for a little bit, but we were still married. Anyway, fast forward, moved to Florida, came back to North Carolina. And this was the year, I want to say it was, I had my surgery in 2019. So this was, I divorced him probably in 2018, something like that. And we had got married in 2006. So that's 12 years I was married to him. Plus the 8 years that, so damn near 20 years that I have been knowing this man. I've been begging. I mean, really, y'all. Marriage never changed him. Me crying never changed him. Me pleading never changed him. Me cooking never changed him. Me being more intimate never changed him. Me going to his mom, spending time with his family never changed him. Me, listen, I couldn't change that man. Me. And I had to realize, baby, that nothing in this world is going to change him for me. Nothing. Nothing I did, y'all. Nothing I did. Anywho, let's get back to it, because I can go there, y'all. I can give y'all a lot of shit. All in all, after a while, after I divorced him, I decided to do a full, and this particular conversation is coming up because it's a full moon and it's time to release this shit. This is why I am talking about it. The full moon is good for releasal. And years ago, probably around that time that I divorced him, I started releasing. I started doing, getting back into my works. I started going heavy, and then I think it was time to release him completely, and that's what I did. I recorded it too. I have a recording of me doing that releasal of my ex-husband, because it was just time, y'all. I knew I wasn't going back. And see, this is the thing that they do. They give us too much time to think. When we give y'all the chance to do right and step up, and we're going to wipe the slate clean, y'all don't want to do it. You still be playing until your plan catches up with you. So I continue to go in within that full moon, knowing that it's time. Now let me tell y'all this. One working, after 20 years, it was like not one single working. That first working was major, and then I continued to work him out of my system every now and then. But that first one, from that full moon after I divorced his ass, was a heavy ritual that I did to remove his energy. That's how I got rid of it. But let's talk about how they come back. So like I said, after that ritual in 2018, 2019, something like that, That's when I purged him out of my system. When I say I loved that man, I loved and worshiped, and that is where I fucked up. I used to worship the ground this man walked on. I used to love him more than I loved myself. I used to give him more than I gave myself. I used to move whenever he called. I used to not miss a phone call. I used to be there when he needed me. I used to pick him up from work. I used to buy him something when I went. But when I say I did that, but see, this the thing though, that was my husband too. But still, you do sometimes way more than you should be doing at any given time. I don't give a fuck, especially if they don't reciprocate the energy to you. That's where the problem is at. We do all these things hoping and praying that they gonna change, and then the whole time they still the same motherfucking cat. You doing all this extra work and knowing that they not gonna change. So after I did that ritual, let's then released him. Rituals later, every full moon, probably for a year, I did a releasal. Every full moon for probably a year, because I knew I had to get rid of that energy. So 2025, not too long ago either. Let's get that together. Not too long ago either. I get a DM from JT saying, I want you back. My daddy, which is, I love that man. I love his father. I would never, literally, anybody else can go to hell in his family. But his daddy is the one who tried to embrace me and tried to make sure that his son did right by me. I can say that. But he did say that his dad sick. His dad is like 70, late 70s. He up there. And he said, before he leave this world, I want you to get your wife back, because you was a dummy. This is what he's telling me that his daddy said. And then on my mind, I'm thinking to myself, your time, you're never going to fulfill that motherfucking promise. Because I promised myself that I will not go back to you again. I'm done. I will not ever think about it. Even if I wasn't married again, y'all, this is what I'm saying. I promised myself that I would never regurgitate that man again. Not him. Not after nothing. Because I know I gave you time. I gave you time. And I gave you time. I gave you enough time to come get your wife. Or your ex-wife. I gave you enough time. And the time that I gave you, you wasted it. On what? On another relationship with your mistress? And then you wait 7 fucking years to come back and express the love that you have for me. And I'm in a whole nother marriage. Does that make sense to y'all? Y'all understand what I'm saying? They come back, bitch. So for the ones who doing this work and they don't come back when you expect for them to come back, it's meant to be that way. It's meant to be that way, y'all. Sometimes it's not within alignment. It's not within your call. They are not supposed to be your tree. They're supposed to be like a fair weather friend that come and go. A tree is always rooted in the ground. It don't go nowhere. They're not supposed to be there for you. I thought he was my tree. What? Yes. My hair. I thought he was my tree, y'all. I thought we were rooted. I thought we were grounded. I thought that that was where I was supposed to be. I thought that he was going to be my protector, my leader, my balance, all of that. I thought that I was supposed to make it work. I thought that, and this is what we do too, and we get that from the old people, our elders, making it work. That's why they were so miserable. That's why grandma and them hid it. They stayed when they really didn't want to. They stayed longer than they should. And that's what I did. And I be trying to help y'all hoes. Stop staying longer than you should. Now, I'm never going to break up a marriage. I never would tell you that you're going to leave your marriage because, bitch, I did. I tried to make it work. Marriage, you know. But it just did not work out. But what I failed to do was look at the time I was spending in that shit. My 30s, the 30s to me is the best time to live your fucking life. Your 20s to me is when you're learning. I believe your 30s is when you are supposed to be doing big things, getting your house together, getting your land together, traveling. In your 40s, you kind of like still traveling, but with your significant, but it's at your time of your life where he wasted my whole 30s fucking with this man. I did that. And I'm here to save you from that. But it's the thing that you waited all these years to come back or to say you wanted me back. Now that I'm happy and he sees me on Facebook, I mean, anything else, I don't know about my other platforms, but I'm 100% sure he sees me on Facebook. He knows my last name is Wright. It's not, I changed it on my Facebook. Mrs. at that. Mrs. at that. You've seen that. I know you've seen my ring on my finger. He knows that I am married again. He didn't care. What the fuck? So are you reaching out to me to see if you still got it? Because you don't. I would never give you that opportunity to break me down ever again. And this is another lesson for y'all. Never give nobody a million opportunities to break you down. Because they damn sure ain't going to build you back up, boo. They come back, bitch. When you do that work, that love work that you did, and he still ain't moved for a year or 2 years, it's okay. He gonna come back and he gonna say, and this is when you gonna be a whole different ball game for him. I done grew out of that person. You still think I'm the old person that put your ass out my fucking house because I got tired. That lady is gone. That lady has grown. And you really think I was sitting around for years from 2018 to now waiting on you to come in my inbox talking about I want you back? Your daddy ain't gonna never get that fulfilled, baby. Not after. And see, you gave me too much time to realize how dumb I was. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. They give us too much time to realize how dumb we really was by doing all that shit. You gave me time to think. You gave me time to rebalance and adjust the energy that you gave me. That's where you fucked up. You let me think too long. Cause you had me. He had me, y'all. He had me in a rope-a-dope. He had me so fucked up where I never neglected my children. I never did that, but I neglected me. Y'all feel what I'm talking about? I really neglected me. So, this full moon tonight, y'all, if you're ready to cut them soul ties, you're completely done, but you're still holding on to the energy of that old relationship. I get it. I fucking get that shit. I stayed in it way too long, y'all. Way too long. I sure did. And I'm trying to save you, because one thing I notice, and I know that's one thing that we don't get back, and that's time. That's time. We don't get that shit back. You do not get back time. So put the time in to fix your marriage or your relationship, but also put a clock and a timer on that motherfucking energy as well. Because if they ain't moving, they're not resonating, they're not moving towards you, and the more work you do and the more time you put in, the more you try to show them and they still going the other way, then baby, I'm gonna need for you to release that. Because I'm telling you, he gonna come back. They gonna come back. And it might be right after you release it. It might be like me, when I've done released it, cleaned it up, swept it up, threw it in the trash, threw the trash out, and put a new trash bag in. And here you come back with your bullshit. We ain't doing that. It may be then. I love my little bob, y'all. Make sure it's right. I love my little bob. But yeah, that is my story. That's my story. That is my story of he's back in my DMs. Oh, and he said he actually got mad at me because I did not respond. What he said was, in my DMs, he said, I want my wife back. I think that's what he said. And I got quiet. I ain't say shit. Really, to be truthful, I kind of like want him to know, bitch, you ain't got it like that, never will. You used to. Now you can't move my body, you can't move my spirit, you can't move my soul. My heart ain't moving towards you no more, because I'm not giving you all that no more. I gave you that. I gave you 20 years of that, damn near. And you just getting it, bitch. No, don't let nobody waste your time. Y'all understand? Put a timer on this energy. Make sure if you're going to hex, do the hex and release it, let it go, and then move on with your life if you have to. If you're doing love works for this person, make sure they are resonating the right energy for you. Make sure that once you do this love work, if they continue to, you try all you can try. You do all you can do. You talk all you can talk. You pray all you can pray. You align all you can align. Bitch, if they are not aligning with you, it's an unequal yoke. It's just not meant to be, probably. And that's okay. That's okay. He just not ready yet. They're not ready yet. But see, the thing is, y'all be waiting too long for a motherfucker to get ready. Cause I ain't gonna wait for so long. Like, we a certain age. Okay? But he did DM me and got mad because I didn't respond to his solitries, his things, and he told me when I didn't respond, you don't have to worry about me saying that ever again. And this is how I know it was not true. Because let me tell y'all something. If a motherfucker really loved you and really wanted to be with you, regardless, and you know you done did them wrong, and you reach out to them one time and you let them know, I want you to accept my apology, I'm sorry, you're not going to one time them. You're going to stay on them. You're going to stay letting them know how you feel. No matter how much they block you, or your love is not going to dissipate just like that just because they didn't answer you. This is how I know that he's still on that bullshit. Because if you really loved a bitch, that one thing that I did would have never made you go and you say that. Oh, I ain't never got to worry about it. Okay, well, that's why right there I didn't pick up that bait, bitch. That's why right there I didn't let you hook me. Because you know and I know you a liar. You and I both know you've been lying and you still lying. And he probably got an old lady in my inbox. That's his MO. Wasting people time. I don't know what it is about him and women. I don't know, y'all. That part I don't know. I do know that I ain't gonna talk about his family, because it don't even fucking matter no more. I just want to come and tell you guys the story of they come back. I am at a place now, at my old age, at my life lessons, at the things that I've learned, at the things that have transpired in my life. I am at that age where I just don't want to do that. I don't want to play with nobody. I don't want nobody to play with me. Come to me with your mask off. Deal with me the correct way, like premium energy. Deal with me like the flower that I am. Be gentle with my feelings. Resonate with good energy, positive energy in my space. Don't come try to flim flam me, talk me out of my relationship. Like, if I was weak for this man still, he could have probably talked me out of my ring now. Because some of y'all get talked out your drawers. Because you love them that much. Still. Not me. You ain't finna play with me like that. So, that's my story, y'all. He was in my DMs again. But it's life lessons. I hope this has helped you heal within yourself. Help you understand that I understand it. The message of it all is knowing how long to stay and knowing that, okay, we still doing the same thing. Then, because next thing you want to know, baby, it's going to be 2026 and you still trying. You're going to waste a whole nother year still trying. I'm not ever saying break your marriage up. But what I'm saying is always choose you. If they not choose, always choose you. Ain't no if they ain't choosing you. Always choose you. Don't waste time like I did. Years of pain, heartache, and all that bullshit. Because they ain't gonna never change if you do that. They either gonna change and come save you, or they gonna change and release you. One or the other. Y'all have an amazing day. I hope this helped. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, support. I greatly appreciate it. One-on-one coaching available. If you need some coaching through this, you need some work through this, love works through this, you need to get your lick back, you need to do a cutting cord ritual, I got you. All of that is available in my shop. Hell, if you need to do a reading, that's available as well. But sometimes we got to read into the situation. But sometimes the situation is readable. I can read that from a long way. Y'all have an amazing day. I hope this helped you. Ashe.